The Clockmaker's Paradox. In a city where time moved with meticulous precision, there lived an extraordinary clockmaker named Alaric. His creations were masterpieces, grandfather clocks that sang with each hour, pocket watches that never lost a second, and delicate hourglasses filled with golden sand. People traveled from distant lands to marvel at his work, whispering that Alaric had mastered time itself. But what they didn't know was his secret. In the hidden chamber behind his workshop, Alaric kept a peculiar clock, a clock that could turn back time. It was no ordinary timepiece. Its hands moved backward, its pendulum swung in reverse, and its gears whispered ancient secrets. Alaric used it sparingly, for he knew that meddling with time was dangerous. But he could not resist the temptation to undo mistakes, relive cherished moments, or save people from misfortune. With each turn of the clock's hands, he rewrote the past, crafting a world free of sorrow and regret. Yet, no matter how perfectly he wove the threads of time, new problems would arise. A man saved from an accident would lose his job and fall into despair. A child kept from falling, it would grow up reckless, unaware of life's fragility. Every change rippled through time, creating consequences Alaric could never predict. One evening, his beloved apprentice, Leora, discovered his secret. Her eyes widened with wonder and fear as she watched the clock's hands spinning backward, reality bending with each tick. "Why did you keep this from me?" she asked. Alaric's shoulders sagged with the weight of his choices. "I thought I could protect everyone from pain. But every time I change the past, the future unravels in ways I cannot control." Leora's gaze softened. "Perhaps pain is meant to shape us, not break us. Maybe we're meant to learn, not to be spared." Her words echoed in Alaric's heart, and he realized his error. By erasing pain, he had also erased growth, resilience, and wisdom. He had been weaving a world of illusions, fragile and hollow. Determined to set things right, Alaric made his hardest choice. He turned the clock one last time, but this time he let the hands move forward. As the clock ticked, all his changes unraveled. People remembered their sorrows, their mistakes, their losses, but they also remembered how they had survived, how they had grown stronger. The world resumed its natural course, imperfect yet beautifully real. Alaric sealed the clock away, never to use it again. He accepted that time was meant to move forward, bringing change, pain, joy, and growth. From then on, his clocks no longer sang of perfect time, but of the moments that made life meaningful. The laughter amidst tears, the courage born of fear, and the love that endured despite loss. Alaric learned that the value of time was not in controlling it, but in living it fully. Moral of the story: time is not meant to be rewritten, but to be embraced, for in our joys and sorrows, our mistakes and triumphs, we find the courage to grow and the wisdom to live.